but studying in Oulu University and finishing my studies in international teacher education. I'm also mindfulness and yoga instructor. And I'm talking about CCPI approach. I'm following Terhi Takanen. I moved from Oulu to Espoo because of this. Okay, actually not. But we did a course together with Aalto University. And I'm still waiting a little bit. Yes. Should go. Maybe I always use Prezi presentation. Then maybe the settings might not fit because. Yeah, let's try. Yes.
Ottakaa se koko kuva siihen.
Nähdään tuossa, se on PDF toi.
Joo, mutta saat sä sen silti sieltä?
Mistä se?
Joo. Näytä sinne niin. Ylhäällä. Sieltä klikkaamaan.
There might be some complications because.
Thank you.
Voilà.
But still the format can be maybe changed because in online it's more visualized and here I don't know at the moment. But then creative teamwork course, co-creative process inquiry CCPI, what Terhi was talking about. She was giving more theoretical knowledge and I'm trying to show and reflect how we did it in that course practically. The question was how CCPI works in creating teamwork course settings. The course was created with Aalto University and I was taking the researcher part there. To whom there were 30 international students, all different places, and they were first-year master students. Where it was in Suomenlinna, and when it was in September, and it took place only 3 days, which is also new settings for CCPI, because as Terhi mentioned before, it was 3 years process. Now we try to do it 3 days, which is quite extreme, to be honest. Keywords, what were all over the course, were regenerative, experiment, co-creative, mindful tourist, co-learning, and Suomenlinna. From these keywords, students had to put together question, which is the first phase in that process, becoming aware. The question is in the middle. Then they had to connect their thoughts with the question. The next step was needs and emotions towards that question, which raised in that present moment. And in that group, they had mindful tourist regenerative experiment, and the question was why tourists should be mindful. And the question can change through the 4 phases. Second, letting go. Now the groups had to think what to let go. In here, we supported them with emotional blocks, fear, ways of acting, ways of thinking. This is again just example from one group. And stress, perfectionism, all these words which are very everyday in our lives, but they came to those words by themselves, which were there and what they would like to let go, not to get rid of, but let go, which is supporting their process. Attuning, what orientation is emerging. For that purpose, we supported them to guide their own compass. And when Terhi also mentioned that it's connected with the movement, in here, they made their own compass with the qualities, what they would like to improve and which are helping them in their process with the question. Here is energy, exploration, balance. We guided them in here with meditation. During this meditation, it helped them to get inner connection and to understand what is in this moment inside of them, which is more, let's say, giving them signs what is happening in this present moment. And then they put together the group compass. These are just examples. And from other group, clarity, expansion, awareness, passionate. And this group compass is actually the most important part because these qualities, they are emerging all the time during the phases. They come back to those qualities, which are helping them to make this question or whatever actions real and supporting the process. Calmness, being present, energy. Here, tranquility, energy, oneness, and there is engagement. And in the end, it came also out, I will also talk in reflection parts more, but it came out that the students came to that actually all these qualities are connected to each other. First, they took it separately, but then they are all connected, which was very, let's say, beautiful. And one example, again, direction, clarity. Practicing how can I embody this new orientation with the question. The question also could change, but I cannot go at the moment so detailed how it changed and did it change. Some groups, yes, it little bit changed the question, but not much. And here they had to also have deeper question, how they can do it. And these questions are now supporting to the qualities, what they wanted to go deepen. Do we have time to think? Are we aware? Are we excited of what we do? And is there something that limits us? These are like self-evaluative questions, which were always living inside of them when they were doing their group work. Some reflections in here, these are all the reflections after every phase. I put them together. And here's also seen confusion, because the first phase is very confusing. It's really new way of doing things, and it was very confusing for many students. But overall, students shared experience. They felt being present, mutual understanding values. It seems more challenging to actually let go of some patterns of thoughts, but it is nice to discuss about sticky patterns of thoughts. Enjoying the discovery of the process, feeling that you are not alone with your thoughts, and new working methods, surprise. And it was a surprise. Appreciation of the method, value, and awareness of past, feeling of the present. Everything what we have talked today. Becoming aware, I made one son. I need to also mention my research is not done yet, I'm ongoing process. But here are some outcomes what CCPI could support. Self-awareness, interaction, communication. For me is also very important, international and multicultural education, and creativity, curiosity, reflection, empathy, trust building, co-creation, openness, collaboration, mindfulness. Many keywords which is actually part of spiritual education. And then my Bible is, of course, new national core curriculum, which is A and O for all what I'm doing. And here I have made just connection, how CCPI could support what I already have, what data I have, these transferable competencies in the new national curriculum. These are the themes in the new national curriculum, what they're supplementing through different subjects, which needs to be there. There are two missing. ICT is one, which I'm not sure, it needs more investigation, but these I chose, which I feel, what I have now, that it could support in the national core curriculum, because my goal is to make connection in the educational settings. And educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. Then, thank you. Aitäh.